Hello Marvel fans, this is Dan96 and I'm bringing you some Marvel's Cinematic Universe news. So, here we go, let's get started. So first today I want to talk about Daredevil, about what they've been saying lately. We found out now where Daredevil, where the timeline is for Daredevil. We found out that the timeline is going to take place in the aftermath of the Avengers film, the first one, with the invasion of New York. So what it is, in the story they say Hell's Kitchen's been rebuilt and crime's been on the high thing. Crime's been a big problem in Hell's Kitchen. So when they're in the part of rebuilding their place. So our character comes in and dresses up as Daredevil and tries to stop the crime, for what's happening. Also in the news, there've been some 2 pictures for Kingpin. You got the first picture, you got him in the restaurant on a dinner table. Well, that's not really cool. Well, not really. Well, not fine. And then our second picture is with him in an abandoned warehouse, something like that, in an abandoned building. And he's having a fight with some gang members or Daredevil. I don't know. Yeah, he didn't show you who he's having a fight with. Alright, moving on to the Avengers news. We've had some pictures lately. I mean, for our first one, for the first picture, we had the group picture with all the Avengers, including Nick Fury, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and also Vision. But you only can see the outline of him because the light's having to shine on him. Then after that one, we had the same again, but the difference is you had Iron Man in front in that one. Because the first picture it was Captain America in front, and in the next one it was the same, but with Iron Man in front. Then after that we had separate pictures for our heroes. Well, so far for some, we got Iron Man, then Hawk, then Black Widow, then Nick Fury, then Thor, then Hawkeye. Then covered a while minutes ago. We've had quite some minutes ago. I think it's been an hour now. We've had the picture. And also, quite some hours ago as well, we've had the teaser trailer for the new Avengers film. I will do that video well when it comes on. It's going to be on Thursday. It's going to be on after American Crimes. That's in America. So for us in the UK, we got to wait very early in the morning. So I'll be up by then to watch that. And then later on in the day, I'll do a trailer video on that to break down what happened in the trailer. Anyway, moving on. Our next bit, we've heard about James Gunn. He's been talking about the Guys and Gals 2. I heard about he was leaving the some treats on his trip yesterday, he was saying about questions from the fans. He wanted questions from fans, and I think one of the fans said for him to say this, but what it is, he's saying he's bringing a new character to the next Guardian films. The next Guardian film. I don't know who it is yet, but he said he's bringing his favourite superhero in it. And rumours I've been hearing, one of them there's some they've been hearing. Well, for some people saying one it could be Bug, but I heard there was something about Bug. I heard there was a video from another YouTuber subscriber quite a while back saying about why Bug wasn't in the first one. Heard about Dragon Moon. I think that's what she's called. That's Drax the Destroyer's daughter. If you didn't know about that, yeah. Drax, that's a big spoiler for you guys if you never went. For that, yes, Drax's daughter is alive. She becomes a Dragon Moon or whatever how she calls herself. But I don't know how she comes back and all that. But if she's in the second film, I hope they can telling us the origin story how she came back. Other one, I think they were saying. I think the other one was they said Captain Marvel, but we'll just have to wait till when it comes any close to the film. Then we'll find out who that character is. Right. Next bit, Robert Downey Jr.'s news. Last week he said he was going to release something big for something involved with the Marvel, and I think this might be one of them because he might be releasing more than one news. Well, this ain't a news review, but this is what he's doing. He's done this competition for us fans, to live for one day or a couple of days to live the life as Tony Stark. How you gotta enter this is you gotta give £10 to a charity. I think it's it's for the for disabled children, for learning difficulty children, all that kind of stuff. and it's for you get £10 or more. I think you get more, but I heard something it's around £10. But it says you and your friend could win a chance to go to Los Angeles, and hang out and be around with Robert Downey Jr. What they said was he said he will sort out the fight. He'll get you a four-star hotel, and I think for breakfast or a snack. You head to the if you remember Iron Man 2 where he was at the donuts place when he sees Nick Fury, yeah, you'll go there. Then also he said you will walk on the red carpet with him for the premiere of the new Avengers film. And also he said if you don't win, you'll get prizes for it. So I'm thinking of doing it. So if you want the chance to do that, and to go finally meet him and have a good time with him, maybe get him drunk, but you might not want to do that. But sure, if one of you do win, tell me you did, and tell me how good it was. If you want to do this, so if you want to do it, as I said, give £10 to that charity. Also, when you try to do that, try and leave a comment about what the charity was called again. The name of the charity place was called again. Anyway, moving on. Moving to the big news. It's always been my big news lately. It's Spider-Man again. Excuse me. And what it is, I've been hearing about what could be the title name for the film, and this is what it is. It's not going to be called Spider-Man. It's not going to be called Amazing Spider-Man. This is what it's going to be called. If it's true, Spectacular Spider-Man. Now, I think that would be a good idea, because I mean, we've had two different versions of Spider-Man, the normal one, Spider-Man, and then we had the Amazing Spider-Man, but I think Spectacular Spider-Man, it's not complete, I think, well, there is a bit of difference to that one, I think, but not too many difference, but also for that, well, I thought if that'd be good then, because I hope his costume might have the webs under his armpits, because actually, I think that's a costume we should see, when he has the webs under his armpits, so we'd love to see that. Right, moving on. I've heard this story. There will be no origin story, so thank God, really, because we've already seen the origin story. If you think about it, he gets bit by a spider, does a wrestling, fights in the wrestling, to win some money. We see his Uncle Ben died, and we don't want to see that again for the third time. What else was there? Also, and then he becomes Spider-Man and fights his first villain. We don't want to see the origin story again. So for story-wise, I think I heard it's sometime in his career being Spider-Man. I don't know if it's 1 month, a couple of months, or one year or 1 year and a half. But it's something like, as I said, and for part of the story, there's a plot. There's a plot. What I've heard, but this is what I'm saying. This is what they said. Like, it's been quite some time since he's been in his career as Spider-Man, and he goes for audition, to join the Avengers, and in the part of the thing, he has to fight Iron Man. Now, I heard that he'll be having a fight with Iron Man, so in that bit, that might be the big news, he's going to be in Spider-Man. But what the news I heard was, for what I think is happening is, I think that's part of the, audition, like, I bet Iron Man says, if you beat me, you're part of the Avengers. And to get to the next bit, it's the about the villain. Well, what should I say? Villains. Because I've been hearing Spider-Man could be facing the Sinister Six. Now, I think that'd be a good idea. Because this might be our first superhero film who's had to start off with more than one villains. I mean, maybe another film who might have started off like, how do I put it? Like Batman, for example. Like Batman Begins, he had two villains as I can remember. He had Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul, but let's say this might be a first superhero film that has more than 2 and 1 superheroes, for a first film. And I can see the guess what the plot could be for this then. I'd say sometime in his career he's been Spider-Man, auditions for, to join the Avengers, has a fight with Iron Man, maybe in the audition, I think, because I don't think Tony's going to turn on Spider-Man and have to fight with him. And then in part of Spider-Man's career, he's already fought, 10 or 6 of his villains, the ones who's going to be the Sinister Six. Then the Sinister Six break out of jail. Maybe they could be in the jail and they break out. Then they come together. They have a plan, how to take the city and also destroy Spider-Man. And then if Iron Man's going to be in the film, you know, maybe, you know, just like the like a big role, you know, not very big, but kind of like a role he's going to get for Civil War. Then, you know, Iron Man hears about that. Spider-Man's getting his ass kicked by the Sinister Six, and then he says, "I'll help you," and then, you know, they take him down, and then in the end, he's saying, "You're one of us." Maybe that's how the story could go, but it's just my guess. It's just my guess. Now, you might be thinking, that's too many villains for a film. Now, I think it's a good idea because, well, the last two, we've only had like one villain, you know. For first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, we had Green Goblin, and Andrew Garfield, we had Lizard. Now, some of you might be saying, too many villains in one film? We don't want to see something like that. It's like a repeat of Spider-Man 3 all over again. But think about it, because I don't think you don't want to start with the all that again. You know, with faced with one villain. I think he should just this time he should face like that. You know, because if he's been like close to me in his, you know, for 1 year in his career, and he's fought like the cis people who are the members of the Sinister Six, I think it's best that he, you know, has to face them again. But for first time it'd be like, for us, it'll be the first time we see them. You know, let me try to say more. Like, let's say like when this film comes out and this story's true, you know, Sinister Six are the villains. It'll be like it'll be the first time for us for seeing these villains in the film, even if one of them we've seen already, you know, but, you know, having a new look. And for Spider-Man, it'll be like maybe the second or fifth time he's seen these villains, or for one of them, you know. So I think it'll be good to see that. I think that's what they should do. So anyway, last bit before I want to go. Costume-wise, I've been thinking, if they're doing the Spectacular Spider-Man, I think, for costume-wise, they should try and keep it how they did with the other two, you know, but more differently-wise, you know. For this, they could add on was have some webs like coming under his armpits, just like he did in the Spectacular Spider-Man show. That's my one thing I should say. Keep the same colours, you know, all that, but try add that to the armpits. So anyway, if you got any thoughts about what I spoke to on this video, leave that in the comments below. As for the pictures, that'll be under the on my Facebook in the description below, and also the that teaser trailer, if I could try to get it on there, and subscribe to me. That's in the description below. Also like this video if you like. Also like the video, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.